Let's go, yo, gang, 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 gang.
Let's go.
Let's go. The Kelvin cycle, it spins and spins, finishing what the light begins. The Kelvin cycle, it spins and spins, finishing what the light begins. Plants manufacture or synthesize the food they need to stay alive. This begins with a two-part process known as photosynthesis. The light reaction or per unit use radiant energy from the sun to photoelectrically generate ATP and NADPH. The Kelvin cycle or part 2 uses those products plus CO2 to make a sugar or a saccharide from which the plant's food is derived. Follow along and you will see how this sugar is made cyclically. You'll see just how this process is done independently of the sun. The Kelvin cycle will synthesize sugar from carbon dioxide over and over. It spins and spins, finishing what the light begins. The Kelvin cycle takes place last in the stroma of the chloroplast, the fluid film matrix that's contained outside the thylakoid membrane. The cycle begins initially with a sugar or RUBP, a starting compound which contains 5 carbon atoms in its chain. The RUBP must bind to carbon dioxide or CO2, so the plant takes in carbon dioxide from the surrounding air outside. The RCO2 is in a gaseous state and diffuses through the leaf domain. It moves to the stroma where it will be fixated into RUBP. Rubisco, an anaerobic enzyme, helps CO2 and RUBP bind. This is known as carbon fixation. The first phase of sugar formation. A 6-carbon compound now is formed, but is unstable and doesn't last long. It splits in half and generates 2 PGS or phosphoglycerides. Let's go! Let's go! The cycle will synthesize sugar from carbon dioxide over and over. It spins and spins, finishing what the light begins. Now I will explain to you PGA reduction or ATP molecules give phosphate or the PGS or phosphoglyceride. These phosphoglycerides are produced which NADPH will reduce. These phosphoglycerides now are changed and they lose phosphate from the carbon chains. This reaction therefore provides phosphoglycerides. This is a complex chemical name, so we'll call them PGI just the same. Or we can call them glyceride GGP. Several byproducts are also derived as the GGPs are synthesized, ADP, and it also creates NADP plus and phosphates. All of this can be used when the light reactions take place again. Kelvin cycle will synthesize sugar from carbon dioxide over and over. Finishing what the light begins. GGP is synthesized. Glucose is this carbon saccharide. Both of the GGPs contain 3 carbon atoms in their chains. Count up the carbons one by one. 6 carbon atoms is the sum. Those carbon atoms, however, will be utilized to make a BP. Or GGPs must be obtained to build 6 carbon glucose chain. The Kelvin cycle goes back to back 6 times in all to be exact, yielding in totality 36 carbons via 12 GGPs. The molar molecules of GGP recycle and bind chemically. The glucose 6,6H12O6 from the carbons. That's Rubik's fix. Let's take a look at phase 3 degeneration of RGP. 10 molecules of GGP are recycled enzymatically. They are rearranged and phosphorylated and RGP is regenerated. We're back to where we started from the cycles, ready for another run. More GGP will be synthesized when the plant takes in carbon dioxide. So photosynthesis part 1 and 2 help make GGP, and when they do, plants can introduce the fuel and other molecules. The Kelvin cycle, it spins and spins, finishing what the light begins. The Kelvin cycle, it spins and spins, finishing what the light begins. Kelvin cycle will synthesize sugar from